Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a bonus video this month, and this is a video about my summer favorites. We're not quite at the end of summer, but we're certainly getting close to it. And I don't really buy enough products to review things monthly, at least I don't think so anyway. But I did think that maybe seasonally I could go over things that I enjoyed. So I'm going to call these my goes and no's, which is really cheesy, but hey, I had to come up with some sort of a name. So I'm going to talk about the positive things first. I've got mostly positive things and just a couple of no's. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is the devotional that my brother actually bought me for Christmas. It is a devotional specifically for mothers. It's called A Mum After God's Own Heart, and it's by Elizabeth George. She's written a series of several other books which are all fantastic, but this is it's just got little tiny devotionals for every day. There's no date to them or anything, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I was just looking for something like this, something that just got to the point really fast and was a little gem for me to mull over for the next day. And honestly, every single time I read these, I'm like, oh my goodness, I needed to hear that so much. So I would really recommend this. I'm not too sure where he got it from. It's probably on Amazon, but it's brilliant. So if you're looking for something like this, I'd go for it. Most of the rest of my items are beauty products, so I do tend to stock up around this time of year because I get money for my birthday and for Christmas, and there are big sales on. So I'm just going to show you what I've got. The first item, however, I bought months ago. I actually got this when I was still pregnant with Annie to put on my tummy, but I didn't use it much for that. But lately I have been using this on my heels, and it's a body butter. It's from Kmart. I know that I paid like less than $5 for it. I think it was like $3 or so. But it's just a body butter. It's in the scent Peaches and Cream, and I've been using it on my heels. I've had the most cracked, terrible heels this year ever, and along with using a pumice scrub and this, they are nice and soft and lovely again. And so this is nice and cheap. I just put it on every night. If my heels are bad, I'll put it on morning and night. But it has lasted ages and it's super cheap. So yeah, you can find that at Kmart. The next item I have is something I spent a lot of money on. I had heard about this and I was contemplating whether or not I should get it, and I just went ahead and I bit the bullet and I got it, and I'm so glad that I did. And that is Double Wear Foundation from Estee Lauder. And this stuff is amazing. It is absolutely brilliant. It is not cheap. It set me back 70 New Zealand dollars. 70, not 17. 70 New Zealand dollars, but it is absolutely brilliant. It lasts all day. I don't even have to use powder with it. I have oily type skin and it's just so good. I cannot rave about it enough. My sisters have tried it out and they really like it. I don't use it for every day, but like if I'm going out for the day or I'm going out for the night or whatever, I'll definitely use this, and it's brilliant. So if you're willing to pay the high price tag, then I would recommend getting your hands on this little gem. And if you're wondering, mine is in the shade Ivory Nude. So I do have another item that's not a beauty item, and I did talk about this in my goals for January. I'll link the video here in the cards. But this is my prayer journal that I started this year. I just got a notebook that I got from Kmart, really cheap, and I've set this all up. I'm actually going to do a video on how I set this up and how I utilize it. This has been really brilliant about getting my prayer life to be intentional and to sticking to it and making it effective. So keep an eye out for that video. The next item I bought at the same time as I bought my foundation, and this is a concealer, and I have been on the hunt for a good concealer for ages. This one is brilliant. I think it was $30 odd. It wasn't crazy expensive, but it also wasn't cheap. It's by the brand Nude by Nature, and it is so good. I've got it in the shade Light. So I only use it as an under eye concealer, but it is really good coverage. A little goes a really long way, and it hasn't made me break out or anything like that. I haven't found it to be cakey. It doesn't settle into the creases under your eyes or anything like that. So Nude by Nature, it's a tiny little bottle, but like I said, a little goes a long way. And then my last beauty product that is a favorite of mine is a palette from Chi Chi, and I actually got one of these last year for Christmas from my husband, and I still use it all the time. But I purchased this the other day, mostly in preparation for a wedding. I'm doing the makeup for the bridesmaids and the bride, and I wanted more matte eyeshadows. Their palettes run, I think they're about $31.99, I think, off the top of my head. So they're really reasonable, and the quality is fantastic. Honestly, I cannot rave about these enough. For what you pay and what you get, it's really, really good. These are all mattes, and they've got a ton of other palettes, different shades. They're just brilliant. So I would highly recommend purchasing Chi Chi's eyeshadow palettes if you're on the hunt for some new ones. They have everything you could imagine, so go ahead and look at those. And then my last go for the summer months is a movie that I watched, and that movie is Hidden Figures. It is about some of the African American women who worked for NASA, and it's just brilliant. It is based on a true story, and it is the best movie I have watched for a long time. It is sort of the same quality as The Help, if you've watched that movie, which it's another one of my favorites. But I cannot recommend it highly enough. It was kind of one of those movies where I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, because I was like, this has to be, it has to have a negative side, but it didn't, and it was just really, really good. And yeah, there is nothing I can fault it on. I really enjoyed it, so I would recommend going and watching that if you can. Now on to the nose, and I only have a couple, and they're both beauty products, so yeah. The first one is this facial scrub. It is Newton's Labs T-Zone Skincare Blackhead Fighting Facial Scrub. My gosh, it's awful. I got it from Pack and Save. We were out of our normal one, which is St. Ives, that I usually use, and I just picked this up because it was cheap. Well, I never really knew what they were talking about the plastic microbeads that they use in them. This has them, and they are terrible. It feels so terrible and so cheap and rough on your skin. So yeah, I would never purchase this again. I'm just trying to use it up, and then I'm going to be purchasing one from Avon that's really good. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend using that. And then my last product that I'm going to talk about is this bronzing powder from Essence. And I'm a huge fan of Essence makeup because it is cheap and a lot of it is really good quality, but this is a no. It's not really that it's chalky or anything, it's just really orange. And it doesn't look too terrible in the pan, but when I put it on my face, it was just super orange. I really wanted to get it because it was matte and it was cheap, so I didn't mind splurging on it. But yeah, I can't recommend it because it just wasn't all that great, even for only like $6 or $7. Yeah, so I'm still on the hunt for a good matte bronzer if you've got anything you can recommend. But that's it. Those are all the products that have been yeses and nos. There have been some other beauty products that I bought, but those were like the highlights for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you press the thumbs up button so I know. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.